Hello gainers, I'm Ralphie and welcome to my channel called Fitter Philosophy, in which I share fitness with philosophy both at the same time, keeping it practical, stoic and based on personal experience. And I want to share something with you in this video. It won't take long, but the internet is still full of fascinating, enlightening, informative information. Sure, it's getting harder to find it. You have to search. You have to put aside these videos of cute pussycats and little cute dogs and, you know, do a little bit more insightful research. But I was looking at a medical report online and they were mentioning diabetes. And this is something which interests me because more and more I'm paying attention to the food I eat, and I'm paying attention to the food that other people are eating, for the simple reason, as time goes on, as I get older, as my youthful resistance to a bad diet becomes more stretched, I'm eating cleaner, I'm preparing more fresh food, I'm cooking vegetables, organically sourced meat, ethically sourced eggs. I'm mindful of that now and I'm paying the extra for them, and I'm also much more conscious of looking through the ingredient list of food to what lies beyond the chemicals and the processing. And a classic example is vegetable oils, which I absolutely ban from my personal consumption now, and I'll tell you why in a few videos time. But what I discovered was that one of the most notable modern diseases, and nobody's going to argue with me on this, is diabetes. And diabetes is a precursor to other ailments of the modern world, such as heart disease and cancer. And diabetes is created by insulin problems. And although we're told that it's hereditary and genetic, in fact it increasingly looks more like a metabolic disease due to the food choices that we make, and particularly if we're children, we have made for us by adults who are ignorant. And the more I read into diabetes, well, I discovered there was stage 1 diabetes, which is what you go to your doctor with and you get your blood tested and you find that your insulin is not working properly and therefore you have to take certain remedies, a prescription. There's type 2 diabetes, which is more severe, more damaging, more difficult to control, but medical preparations can be given out to help manage it. But then there's stage 3 diabetes, type 3 diabetes. And a lot of people in the medical profession are also calling it dementia. And I never knew that diabetes was so closely linked with dementia. I was shocked at what I read, and this was a doctor, a qualified practicing doctor who was saying this. And therefore I had to cross-reference and cross-check, because you never take things in face value. We all have to do our homework to cross-check and verify other people giving us facts which we need to test ourselves to find out if they are facts or bullshit. Well, I went to some pretty authentic sources of reliable medical advice, and type 3 diabetes is another name used in medical circles for dementia. Now, my mother had dementia, And sure, she ate a lot of biscuits, particularly as she got older. And the more I think about it, the more I'm putting the two and two together. And the more I realise I need to do more research on this. And I need to have a whole root and branch overview of my diet to increase my survival chances, because if I do get diabetes, it greatly raises the significance of the risk of me getting heart disease, and that in turn is associated with cancer. The more that our bodies are under attack from one disease, the more it facilitates the access for other diseases. We shouldn't view things in complete isolation. These different conditions, often they arrive together, empowered by each other's presence. I'm going to be running a short series now on food for health, because I have a pretty reasonable lifestyle, being active, I cook my own food and all the rest of it, but the more that I truly understand the damage of chemicals in the food system, and I'm not talking about basic fertilizers here, I'm talking the advanced stuff which you find primarily in processed foods, the more I realise I've got to increase the odds of my survival into old age in relative comfort by cutting out the corporate crap of processed food and ingredients that have sugar added and vegetable added, oil added, because it's now at the stage, I believe they're highly dangerous for you. Soda drinks, they are gone completely. If I ever show a soda drink now in a video, it's purely to demonstrate how bad it is. And we need to move fast in this, gainers. So much is changing around us so fast, and we live in dangerous times. And the best way to prepare for the future is to start by preparing ourselves so we are fit to adapt and survive. I'm Ralphie. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I shall now leave you with the beautiful natural view behind me in this beautiful environment in which there is no litter lying in the ground, because here we make sure it doesn't happen.